you're having a blessed evening, noon, night, morning, whenever you decide to click on this video to hear what I have to say. But we're going to be doing a reading on Dababy because Dababy keeps the baby in, all right? Somebody needs to give this man some milk so he can calm down. We're going to take a look at his recent allegations that is dated back, I believe, in 2021 of December, but I guess it's just not coming out, or at least it's coming out to my attention. I don't know if you guys know, but I want to take a look at that. As per usual, this is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say here is factual. Everything's alleged. It's just a tarot reading, so take what you will and leave what you may. So I'm going to read a little bit from the TMZ website about what's going on with Dababy. All right. It says, Dababy is facing criminal charges for a beatdown a man claims he suffered for trying to stop the rapper's entourage from shooting a music video on his property. The rapper has been charged with felony battery by the LA County District Attorney's Office over an incident from early December last year, which alleged left a guy, Gary Pagar, with serious injuries. There is another man named Thank God Awuti, I don't know, who's been charged as well. Prosecutors claim he was Dababy's cohort in crime, and they hit him with felony robbery. Pagar filed a lawsuit in February claiming he was attacked for enforcing basic property rental rules at his place. Dababy and his team rented a massive pad that Pagar manages in LA. And Pagar says he was told it was going to be a vacation place for Dababy and his pals. Pagar says he made it clear there was a guest limit no more than 12. Which he claims Dababy's management team agreed to in a rental agreement. During their week-long stay, Pagar says he became aware there were more than 12 people at the property at any given time and complained to Dababy's team, getting assured falsely, he says, that they wouldn't be there for long. Eventually, on December 2nd, he says he paid a visit himself and realized they were shooting a music video there with an entire film crew and a ton of other people around, upwards of 40, he says. And Pagar tried to shut the whole thing down by talking to Dababy. Now, we all know that you cannot just talk to Dababy because Dababy don't talk. Dababy uses his hands, all right? That's when he claims he was attacked by someone in Dababy's crew, part of which was caught on video. He says Dababy ordered the guy off Pagar, but then allegedly sucker punched him in the face, knocking out his tooth. This is per the lawsuit. I don't get it. Sounds like Pagar went to the authorities after this, and now they're coming down hard on Dababy and co. Tough few weeks for Dababy. This is just the latest incident for him in a string of seemingly non-stop hiccups. I mean, are they really hiccups? I mean, hello. But I'm going to leave it there. Okay? So I pulled a few cards, and it doesn't sound like Dababy is necessarily, I'm kind of confused. I don't know if Dababy put hands on this man too. I don't know if Baby gave him the last sucker punch that knocked his tooth out, or is he just saying that Dababy is behind this violent attack, right? But whatever the case may be, we're going to get into it because Dababy just seems to have a string of violent encounters, and I just kind of want to know why. Now, I pulled some cards ahead of time. If y'all don't like that, go ahead and click off. But sometimes it's draining pulling cards, during the thing. Sometimes I want to take my time. But either way, we got the Hierophant. The Hierophant always talks about systems, okay? So this is talking about the legal system, or it could talk about social systems. I'm thinking, with my intuition, is that this is talking about social systems, okay? So this is the Hierophant. Social systems. They can also talk about higher education, higher learning, but systems, okay? Just keep that in mind. You have the Five of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups to me, especially in the reverse, talks about bad memories, but I'm picking up this is bad behavior, okay? Bad behavior. You have the Lovers card and then the Three of Cups. So this is common sense, but this is really cut and dry. Dababy don't know how to leave the hood mentality alone. That is his issue. Okay, you can take the man out the hood, but you really can't take the hood out of the man. And I think this is the problem with rappers and other people that come from that type of environment, is sometimes they do not know how to change their mindset. When you come into a place of power, you kind of have to adjust your mindset to be on that level. And I just don't think that's what's happening here. Okay, so Dababy is taking bad behaviors that he needed to use in that social system that he once was in before, and bridging it over to another social system where this type of behavior doesn't necessarily work or is not necessarily beneficial for him, his career, or his future. Okay, then you have the Lovers and the Three of Cups. This is a problem for me because you are no better than the company that you keep. Okay, so he has people in his social circle that condone this type of behavior, and these people could be from the same place that he is from. All right, and they encourage this type of behavior, and it's one of those things where you got to be careful about the people who eat off the plate that you serve them, because these people are opportunists. Okay, so they take advantage of a situation. So when they see that you are the breadwinner and you are feeding them, whatever it is that you do goes. The behavior that you engage in, it goes. They're not going to stop you because you're the one that's feeding them. So they're going to entertain whatever type of behavior that you engage in, regardless if this is beneficial for you or not, because they are not going to bite the hand that feeds them. Okay, the person who's prepared that plate or that table for them to eat at, they're not going to disrupt that. And that's what's going on here. He has people around him that are opportunistic and they're feeding off of his paychecks, and they're not necessarily helping him make the best decisions for himself. He needs a new set of friends. He needs a new set of friends. All right, so I asked, well, how is this going to affect his career, his income, whatever? So you got the Fool card. Obviously, this is risky behaviors. He's engaging in risky behaviors that are in this new social system that he's a part of. Okay, so he's in the industry. People in the industry are not going to want to fuck with this, okay? Because when they start fucking with this type of behavior, this ends up messing with their money too, all right? So he is like on a thin rope when it comes to the actions that he takes. But the thing is about Dababy is, it's not, I kind of feel like he don't give a fuck to a degree, because you get this Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups talks about you win some, you lose some. Okay, so he done lost some, but it's not like he still is not getting any type of financial gain from this situation. So I think he kind of chucks it up to, like, you know, a loss is a loss, a gain is a gain, and I'm still going to be solid anyway. Because the King of Swords is someone who's very logical, okay? This is someone who, you know, thinks their way through the bullshit that they've done. And this can also be an attorney, okay? So I think he has some bomb-ass lawyers. So I think that his lawyers are the one that help to keep the peace, all right? And help Dababy stay in the industry safely to where he's able to make some money for that foundation, okay, with this Four of Wands. But I don't know how long this is going to last, all right, because I asked, now, legal-wise, what is going to happen to Dababy? You know, just with this behavior that he's been engaging in, right? So we have the Death card. Doesn't mean that somebody's gonna die, but it just means that an end to a cycle is coming, or is upon, okay, or is upon us or upon him. All right, so after that cycle ends, there's this rebirth or renewal. So another process begins. If he continues with this behavior, this is what's gonna happen, because at this point, Spirit can only do so much, okay? And I'm not saying that he doesn't have a good spiritual team behind him, meaning his ancestors, God, whatever it is that he believes in. But there's only so much that spirit can do, okay? Spirit can only slap your hands so many times before, you know what, you're gonna have to fall on your ass and kind of learn. Then you have the 10 of cups. It's 9 of cups. I'm sorry. The 9 of cups. The 9 of cups is upright. The 9 of cups talks about wish fulfillment, okay? Contentment, being happy with what you have, and getting everything it is that you want. But next to it, you have the 9 of cups. The 9 of cups, it comes in, but it fizzles out. Okay, so I feel like this 9 of cups is pouring out the fire that this 9 of cups has. So this Knight of Cups is pouring out the fire on this 9 of cups. So this energy of being able to do whatever, have whatever, and get away with whatever it is that you want to get away with is coming. I can't say it coming to complete end, but it's definitely going to fizzle out because, like I said, spiritually, God or whoever can only do so much. Like, spirit will give you, like, the upper hand in the situation. They will prevent you from getting into stuff that will be detrimental to you. But if you continue to engage in activity, you know, that spirit keeps getting you out of, they can't keep bailing you out anymore. Just like a regular person, you keep going to jail over and over again and you expect your family to bail you out. They ain't gonna have funds no more. Nobody's gonna want to bail you out anymore. No one's gonna want to take that chance. And that's what this star card is, okay? The star card in reverse, this is a loss of hope and a loss of faith, okay? There's no balance here. There's no life. This is pouring out of a light force here, okay? Especially with these 2 water cards, these 2 cup cards pouring out, okay? So there's definitely a dwindling of that energy that I get whatever I want. I can do whatever I want and I'm untouchable, okay? You got these 9 of cups, but then you got this other major energy behind it where the cups are pouring out what was gained in this 9 of cups, okay? So I just think that, you know, eventually this behavior is going to catch up with him, especially with this 3 of swords following up behind it. This 3 of swords talks about sadness or mental anguish. I guess anguish is a whole lot. But that just talks about being in a place like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, almost like regret. And now, after the fact, you're aware that what you've been doing has not really been beneficial for you. So that's what I think is going on with the baby. I really do think it's that cut and dry. Also, I had pulled some cards not too long ago because I just wanted to know what his issue was when it comes to connections with other people. Honestly, I think he has a problem with having emotions for other people. And I also think that he has a problem with loss when it comes to connections with people that he cares about. He has a problem with that and does not like to feel that type of loss. That's why when he gets close to people, he ends up like sabotaging, you know, just like a self-sabotage behavior that he perpetuates, okay, from one person to the next. So he really needs like some healing, really. But I'm going to leave this here. And I will talk to y'all in a minute.